to a certain extent, what was going through Matt LaFleur's head should have been what was going through all of our heads. Don't let the Chicago Bears come back on you. This is a team known for comebacks. They've been doing it all season long. It's 21-3, and this game isn't over because this team is known for comebacks. Shut the door, slam the door, and lock it shut. And the Green Bay Packers did none of that. And the Green Bay Packers did none of that. This was like the classic tortoise in the hare. Y'all ever read the story about the tortoise in the hare? How he gets like so far ahead, you know what I'm saying? And then he takes his foot off the brakes and all of a sudden he looks up and the tortoise is all... This was the classic tortoise in the hare. No, this is crazy. No, we have seen a living legend come to life. I hope y'all realize that. And welcome back to Mischief Entertainment, man. As you can see on the screen, we are reacting to the Green Bay Packers versus Chicago Bears. And man, oh man, with these sports reactions, I gotta say it. And I say it in a lot of videos, but I gotta say it because it's true. This game was absolute cinema. This is one of the craziest playoff games I have ever watched. Now, if y'all know, I have been kind of down on Caleb Williams this entire year, okay? Because I don't know what it is. I think it's just the popularity of Caleb Williams where everyone just kind of misses the fact that he's not that good as a quarterback. Yeah, I said it. I know. The man who did the comeback on the Packers, the man who was down 15 and still came back. I think he was actually down 18 at a point and came back and won this game. That's who I'm talking about. Yeah. But it was crazy to see because the Packers did everything I would have wanted them to do until they stopped doing it. Now, I know that might sound insane, but I feel like the Packers came out guns blazing. They made the game into exactly how I would have wanted them to make the game. Now, I'm going to be honest, I want the Packers to lose. I want the Packers to win just because of some of the predictions I made about Caleb Williams, his inaccuracies, and his ability to be a quarterback. I was looking like Caleb Williams going to lose this game, and I could come on here and be like, see, everything I told y'all about Caleb Williams was true. Everything I said about Ben Johnson was true. He was a great coach. He made the team better by, the X's and O's, the small stuff, no negative plays, penalties. We got to get all that together. And he got them more wins. And he helped Caleb Williams look better. But Caleb Williams still has to work on his arm. That was the whole speech I had planned coming in here. But I can't do that now, can I? Because the Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears and Ben Johnson decided to do the comeback of the century. And, send the Packers home. Absolutely crazy. So we are going to get into these highlights. We are going to react to these highlights. Absolute cinema. Again, Green Bay Packers. Coach Lafleur, let me just say something. Yeah, because I come over here and I say this a couple times too. I never asked certain teams for anything ever. This the Green Bay Packers. I'm a Minnesota Vikings fan. I never like to see y'all win, ever. Let me just say that right now. But when it came down to, like I said, my predictions about Caleb Williams, I needed y'all to be my hitman. I needed y'all to go out there and do what I needed y'all to do so I can come on here and talk about Caleb Williams and I could be right. Let's just say it. I'm just going to say it. And y'all failed horribly. Up 18 points and you let them come back. Matt LaFleur, why are you so obsessed with the run? I'm watching the pass game work and you're going to the run. It was what, 21-3 or 24-3? And I'm seeing this guy literally send Josh Jacobs out there for the first and second play of the drive. Both rushes won't get no yards. Now we're in the 3rd and 10 situation and you put Jordan Love back against the wall. I'm watching and he did it 3 straight times. Because I think it was a missed field goal and 3 punts. He did it 3 straight times. Never. Why are you running? And I'm watching this game like you gonna really put the Bears in the position to do what they've done all season long? Is that really what you're gonna do? And that's what he did, But that's it for the intro, because we gonna watch this play out in real time. We are gonna watch this play out in real time. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, man. Let's get to this reaction.
4-man rush. Williams under pressure, fires into traffic. Caught there by Luther Burden. 3rd and 8, trips to the left side. He goes that way, is blocking out in front. It's a first down as Burden makes the grab. So they set up trips to the left, pick up the first down from Dallas on waivers 2 weeks ago. First down here. Nice hole over the left side. DeAndre Swift.
See, I wasn't worried about none of this.
Second down.
Because I was waiting for the real ball game to start. You know, at this point, the Bears can play the way they want to play, which is a lot of run, pass, mixing it in, trying to confuse the defense and play good offense, you know. The best thing you can have as an offense, right, is balanced play calling to confuse the defense. That's one of your biggest factors. And starting the game, I'm like, yeah, you know, the Bears going to do what the Bears do. They got a great head coach in Ben Johnson.
27-yard attempt. You saw the flag. That's a light breeze in this venue. And the kick is good. And running back is Jacobs. And he's a lot healthier than he's been in the past couple of weeks. They hand the ball off to Jaden Reed. Coming around from the outside, and the wide receiver picks up a first down on Green Bay's first offensive play. Brisker making the stop. This is a noise box here. Love dancing, has time, deep downfield, hold in, big gain. Romeo Doubs, their top receiver. Toss back Jacobs, tries to get around the corner, indeed he does, and picks up about 9.5. Going to spot it just shy, 2nd and inches. 3rd and 2. Fake it to him, rolling, throwing, caught! And does he get into the end zone? He does. Christian Watson crosses the goal line for a touchdown.
Now again, I'm not a Packers fan, but y'all know what I've said about Caleb Williams. I loved watching this drive. You know, put the pressure on Caleb Williams to be a quarterback. That's what I was thinking this entire time, man. When you break down the rosters, right? Packers versus Bears, you think about running backs. I would say they both got about the same, around the same type of running back, same level. Wide receivers, same level, you know what I'm saying? Luther Burden, Romeo Doubs, and all, they got about the same level. That defense, same level. Make it a quarterback game. I know Jordan Love can be more accurate than Caleb Williams. So I love seeing that drive. You have to make it about the quarterbacks. I love seeing that drive.
On 4th and 6, Williams fires, and that's going to be picked at the 12-yard line. Carrington Valentine comes away with it. So the Bears stymied on 4th down, and Green Bay will get the ball early in the 2nd quarter, and the Packers lead by 4.
At this point, I'm gonna be honest, I'm going crazy. I'm at the house going crazy with my pops. Me and my pops watched this game together. I'm at the house going crazy. What I told you about Jordan Love? Inaccurate. Look at all the emotion. He's all that frustration, all that. He acts like a big kid. Like I'm looking like, man, the Packers just stole the momentum right out the air. They snatched it. Just like that. Give me it. And then the game proceeded to go down how the game would proceed to go down. But at this point, I'm telling you, I'm watching it like I make it a quarterback game. The Packers wide receivers versus the Bears wide receiver. I think they're about around on the same level. The Bears running back versus the Packers running back. Production-wise, I would put them around the same level. You get what I'm saying? Defensive line of the Bears versus D-line of the Packers. I get Michael Parsons is out, but again, I would still put them around the same level. So to me, when you look at this team versus team, they had a lot of things that matched up. To me, the only thing that didn't match up was quarterback accuracy. Quarterback accuracy. Make this a game where Caleb Williams has to be more accurate than Jordan Love. So I love seeing this because I felt like the Packers were following my game plan to a T. I love seeing this because I thought Caleb Williams was beating himself. I love seeing this because I can see the frustration boiling over on the sideline already early in this game at Soldier Field. But we got to continue to react to the highlights because we know how this go. We know how this go.
2nd and 3. And that's a first down.
Those run lanes right there was non-existent in the second half, and they still ran the ball. They still ran the ball.
Love. He's not going to take off. He's going to throw on the run. That's going to be caught. Matthew Golden, the rookie. Love now comes up in the pistol. Chris Brooks is the back. 3rd down and 8. Pass to the outside, hold in, and that's going to be enough for a first down. Romeo Dobbs making that grab. In the pocket. Open. Caught. Reed. Touchdown.
Again, at this point, Jordan Love, better quarterback than Caleb Williams. This is the game. This is the game. This is the playoff. The quarterback matters so much. I'm watching this, right, and I'm like, again, the quarterback, the better quarterback will win this game. And I thought it was Jordan Love. And I thought it was Jordan Love.
You and I talking about it here, but by him taking those two defenders.
They do indeed. It's juggled, and then it's tipped, and it's incomplete. So a major gamble.
And then that too, man. The gamble. Look at where the Packers are. Oh no, this is the 4th and 1. But the Packers, the Bears went for it on their own side of the field. I've never seen a team fail at so many 4th down conversions and still win the game. How? How? I've never seen a team miss so many 4th down conversions, have so many turnover on downs, have no momentum for so many quarters, and then come back 18 points. I'm pointing at Matt Lafleur. There's no way that this should have happened. There's no way.
Off the fake. Wide open. First down and a ton more down the sideline. Diving in. Does he get in for the score? He does. Christian Watson on a 4th and 1 from 23 yards out. What a dagger.
Take a look right here. The helmet clips the ball. He clearly loses it, but Dobbs ends up coming in.
I'm glad he landed all right, because that could have been a crazy fall. That was, yeah.
Where that ball came out.
Originally signaled a touchdown. You got Tyreek Stevenson created that. 3 receivers to the left. Love looked that way. Jacobs the back. Love throwing. Open. Caught. Dobbs for the score.
21-3. 21-3. Right? There's no air in Soldier Field right now. The fans out there looking like Cowboys fans. Let's just be honest. Every fan in that Chicago stadium looked like Cowboys fans, man. The oxygen was sucked out the building, man. I thought it was over.
Meanwhile, Williams fires over the middle. Good beginning to this drive. And they will gang tackle. 3rd and 10. Williams stepping up, stepping away, signaling downfield, going to keep it himself, and slides to a stop. So 4th and 4. Can they keep the drive going? Williams throws over the middle, incomplete.
Again, I'm going crazy. Caleb Williams inaccuracies is what's going to cost this team. That was my prediction before the playoffs. That's my prediction now. It's my prediction, even though I know they won this game. 21-3. The Bears got nothing going on. This should have been ball game. This should have been ball game.
No timeouts here remaining in this first half of the Packers.
And they'll get the ball to start the second half. Love dumps it off here. Chris Brooks. Brooks takes it across the 50. Out of bounds, stopping the clock at 25 seconds inside Chicago territory. Yeah, Bears playing 3 deep right now. 3-man rush. Love fakes, looks to the sideline, and he's close to a first down with a chance to run one more play before they send in the field goal group. There's that 3 deep again. 3-man rush again, and that one is thrown away and out of bounds. So the Packers, a dominant first half after Chicago had gone down the field on their opening possession to take a 3-0 lead. From 55, and it's a kick that is no good this time.
That guy right there, he missed so many kicks this game.
Deep drop, look out from behind, throws down the sideline, it's caught. 30-yard line, and that's Loveland making the grab and holding on this time. 30. Williams rolling, throwing, wide open, catch made. to the 12-yard line. Loveland again, their #1 draft choice, 10th overall. Back-to-back first down. Go empty here. Williams throwing and diving for it to the 11-yard line, and it's incomplete. Meanwhile, now you got a field goal attempt from 34 yards by Cairo Santos, which is good. Play clock at 1. Just get it off. 4-man rush. Love, chase, stepping up, looks downfield, throws out of bounds. 4th down.
No doubt.
Williams back to throw. Deep downfield, caught at the 40-yard line into the 43. Goes Luther Burden. 2nd and 8. On the ground again. Can Swift get around the corner? Yes, he can.
Man, them speedy halfbacks, man, they really turn them corners, don't they?
By Edgerrin Cooper, 3rd down. Williams under the pistol. Faking, spinning, looking, throwing, finds the open man. 1st down, and that is DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. Can they get that yard? They're going to throw it. He's under pressure. He throws, and it's going to be intercepted at the 2-yard line by Tyron Hopper.
Once again, 21-6. Packers all the momentum in the world. Another 4th down, attempt from the Bears. They're not even taking points. They're not even getting points, guys. Like, yeah, they just made a field goal. It's 21-6. They're steady going for it on 4th down, and they're not getting points. I'm watching this, and I'm like, man, the Packers can win off of field goals at this point. With the time left on the clock, with the game plan being what the game plan should be, Caleb Williams, be more accurate than Jordan Love for a game. Do it. Do it. That should have been the game plan. To me, all the pieces fell in place. I haven't even talked about all the fumbles that the Packers had and miraculously got back. I haven't even started to mention that. I have never seen the football gods bless a team as much as they blessed the Green Bay Packers in this game. Ideal situations all over the field the entire game, and the Green Bay Packers still lost. And the Bears with every reason to give up. With the Bears with every reason to lose hope. With the Bears down on the scoreboard the entire game. With the Bears making mistakes the entire game. With Caleb Williams throwing interceptions. With 4th downs not going their way. And they still won. I have never seen the football gods. Bro, Matt Lafleur. You can't tell. Who else do we blame this on? And it's not that I'm a Packers fan, but this is for the love of the game. At this point, you're up 21-6, and the other team has all of this going on. You're fumbling, you getting the fumble back, and you still can't win the game. It's incredible to see. It was amazing to watch. I am still, even watching these highlights, confused on how it happened.
Love go to the air and dumps it off to an eligible lineman who came in. Look at it, and then the ball comes loose, and the Bears thought they had it for a moment, then it goes out of bounds. Of all crazy stuff, they went to Darian Kennard.
Never seen a team have so many bounces go their way while up on the scoreboard and still lose.
Rush 4 over the middle, catches me, and bouncing his way out to the 23-yard line goes Chris Brooks. In comes the punt group. So we didn't see Whelan at all in the first half, and now we see him for the 3rd time in the second half. Duvernay back to receive it. Duvernay moving up, moving back, 28-yard line. It's around the corner. Duvernay on his way. Duvernay staying in bounds, and a good run back. And again, Chicago is in prime shape. Can they take advantage of it? That's the issue. Williams under pressure, loses it. Down he goes. Luke Van Ness is able to strip it. Recovered by Chicago back at the 36-yard line. 4th and forever now.
Yeah, a little twist there on that left side.
So 4th and 19, have to go for the 51-yard field goal off the foot of Santos. And that one is good.
Just watching Santos's kicks, man, real quick. They were all going straight. They were going straight down the line. I don't know what the Packers kicker had going on, but I'm telling you, his stuff was out there like a boomerang. Every time he kicked that field goal for a field goal attempt, that football turned into a boomerang. That boy was curving and twirling in the wind.
Love under pressure, throws it off the back of one of his linemen and incomplete.
My bad, we had a little bit of overheating there, so I have to reset the recording, you know, but we're right back at it. We're right back at it.
Himself is going to get around the corner, stay in bounds, and then dive for a first down. First down from the 45. He fires to the sideline, caught, and out of bounds at the 34-yard line is Colston Loveland. 2nd and 10. Plenty of time, 11 and a half left in regulation. Williams fires down the sideline, caught again inside the boundary. Loveland once more, first down. 2nd and 10. To the outside goes the pass. Coming back the other way.
Shout out Caleb Williams out there trying to throw a block, though. Shout that out. Shout that out.
5-yard line. Tackled there by Walker. On the ground. Swift. Can he get into the end zone? He can. Off a Loveland block. Loveland.
No. At this point, this is when I knew that the Green Bay Packers had played into the Chicago Bears' hand. Up 21-3. And all you need is like 2 field goals, right? Or a touchdown to essentially seal the deal. Because even right now with the Bears scoring, if it was 28-15, there's still a different feel in the building. You know, if they had gotten 2 field goals, you know what I'm saying? That's 6 more points. 27-15, it's still a different feel in the building. They're up by much more. You know they're coming, but you know you still got a little cushion that you just saved for yourself. At this point, there's no cushion. There's no cushion. It might as well be 0-0. And they squandered it, bro. We've gotten past the point where they missed a field goal, then had 3 straight punts, and it didn't make sense to me. It didn't make sense to me how much they stuck to the ground game when they were up and it wasn't working. I mean, to a certain extent, what was going through Matt LaFleur's head should have been what was going through all of our heads. Don't let the Chicago Bears come back on you. This is a team known for comebacks. They've been doing it all season long. It's 21-3, and this game isn't over because this team is known for comebacks. Shut the door, slam the door, and lock it shut. And the Green Bay Packers did none of that. And the Green Bay Packers did none of that. They let the fans get back into it. They let the Bears players get into it. The announcers were back into it. This
throws caught on the run. And once again, it's Dobbs making the grab. Takes it to the 33. Tackled there by Edmonds. That pass is caught and enough for, we'll take a look where they're going to spot it. From the 23, pass to the outside. Finding room here. Golden is inside the 10, and Golden will go into the end zone for the touchdown. So Matthew Golden, their #1 pick, who did not have a single touchdown during the regular season, picks an opportune time for #1.
Finally gets a chance, and here it is. Took him to come out of the backfield with motion. Nobody responds. They blitz from the interior. See the slot there. Gordon blitzes. But how about Golden's effort? Good blocks. Good job by Watson. But that is a heck of an individual effort.
And I watched that drive right real quick, and I'm like, finally, y'all have gone back to the air. The pass game should have been your greatest strength with the run game backing it up. Because in the second half, it was like the Packers tried to use the run game as like their main source and the pass game to back up the run game. Why? We just watched the first half. Your pass game obliterated their pass game. And yes, you got some good rushing yards. Yes, there were some holes that were open. But at the end of the day, I feel like your best plays were passing plays in the first half. And then you stop doing it in the second half. And then you come out and do this drive, and I watch you score. Did y'all you took your foot off the gas? Is that what happened? Were y'all feeling safe up 21-3? It was amazing to watch. It was amazing to watch. What I told y'all about this guy? What I told y'all about this guy, man? What did I say? It's like he out there cooking a boomerang. The way that football was curving and turning. You know what I'm saying? Have y'all ever seen Avatar: The Last Airbender? It was like the Chicago Bears had hired a mutant from the X-Men. You ever heard of Storm from the X-Men? Because I'm telling you, every time that kicker kicked the football, it curved. It curved through the air. And again, watch Santos's kick, right? That's the Bears kicker name. Watch the Bears kicker. Every time he kicked that football went straight. Every time he kicked that football, it went straight. And every time this guy, the Packers kicker, kicked the football, I'm telling you, it was like Storm from the X-Men was out there whooshing it to the side. It was absolutely crazy, man.
No good. So it's 4th down and 8. Have to get to the Green Bay 49. Williams chase, throws, and it's caught at the 30-yard line. Roma Dunze on a 4th and 8. Keeps it going.
You should go for the field goal if you don't get it.
3rd and 10. Williams dancing, throwing, caught, and escaping, getting inside the 10-yard line to set up a 1st down and goal. Kyle Manungai.
Yeah, I'm watching the game at this point too, and I'm praying. I'm praying that the Packers can somehow let this clock run out so they can win. I'm praying.
Zacchaeus into the end zone.
Underneath, either checking it down or finding a tight end or receiver. Zacchaeus this time from the right just works underneath, trying to work in space against the linebackers. Caleb puts it out in front. Easy job of
Has time, throws, caught. 2 points. Who else? Colston Loveland. Extra pressure. Pass throw. Dobbs makes a tremendous catch. Dobbs is... Love outside, hold in. You got Golden, who scored the touchdown. Makes the grab. 3rd and 15. Under pressure. Throwing for Dobbs, but out of bounds. Couldn't stay in. Jalen Johnson covering 4th and 15. Long time with the Broncos. 2nd year now with the Green Bay Packers to try to make it 6 up. And the kick is no good. Crowd quiets down now. Men at work. Williams throws, caught. That'll be another 1st down. Out to the 46. That's Loveland.
So now you got a guy who hadn't played all game at left tackle.
Except as a receiver. Pass is caught. That's a 1st down and a lot more down the sideline before he steps out of bounds. DeAndre Swift with 148. 23 yards from the Green Bay 25-yard line. They're in field goal range. They want to get...
Man, at this point, I was praying that the Packers could hold them to 3, because obviously at this point in the game, the Chicago Bears was a better team. Now, I'm not trying to take nothing away from that Bears defense in the second half, because they played absolutely great, in my opinion. You know, the Packers start targeting that, was it Kyler Gordon, who's been hurt all year? They start targeting Kyler Gordon. They got some motion out there. They went back to the pass game. But again, I'm not trying to take nothing away from the Bears defense, but that play calling fell right into the Bears' hands. It was like there was no adjustments. It was like Matt Lafleur was like, let's just run it. Let's just run it, and we're going to run it down their throats. And he's watching his halfback get no yards, and they're like, Coach, what's the game plan? We just got bottlenecked on that run. He's like, run it again. So now we're at a missed field goal, and we're at a punt. He attempts to run it on first down again, gets like 2 yards. Runs it on second down, gets like no yards. And now we're in the same third and long situation. After halftime, Matt Lafleur kept Jordan Love in third and long situations until the Bears caught up. This was like the classic tortoise in the hare. Y'all ever read the story about the tortoise in the hare? How he gets like so far ahead, you know what I'm saying? And then he takes his foot off the brakes and all of a sudden he looks up and the tortoise is all... This was the classic tortoise in the hare. No, this is crazy. No, we have seen a living legend come to life. I hope y'all realize that.
7, they can use the clock. Williams throwing, and it's caught for the touchdown.
Wide open after the slip. Wide open after the slip. Wide open after the slip, man.
Forget about the clock. Just take the lead when you can.
Three receivers. They look like they're going to just throw a quick screen to Luther Burton. Watch Caleb Williams pump it and then release DJ Moore down that left sideline. So you put Moore and Loveland out in front. The defense, watch them react. If they think the ball is going to be thrown to Burton, they completely lose DJ Moore behind him because their eyes were on that quick screen. Good job of kind of showing it, flashing it by Caleb. And there's nobody downfield. Once they bid on it, easy throw for Moore.
Great play call, too. Great play call. Great play call.
Watson wide to the left. Golden goes in motion. Needs 7 to keep it alive. Going deep down the sideline, and that is hauled in by Matthew Golden to keep the drive alive and their hopes alive.
Man coverage, it goes right to him.
3rd and 3. Pass is hauled in Dobbs.
You got to get up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go.
Looks downfield, fires downfield, caught to the 24-yard line goes Jaden Reed. All over Soldier Field. Hearts beating furiously. It's dropped. Love.
Watching this play killed me too. Somebody got to get open. Somebody got to make something happen. You got to believe in somebody. Everything's on the line. Why is nobody fighting in the touchdown? I'm watching this play go down, and I'm just like, bro. And then at the end, I don't know if you might hear the announcers when they say he just had to throw it up there. At that point, he had it for so long, get it curled. He just had to throw it up there at that point. Why didn't nobody make a play? Make a play. Make a play.
The Bears win it in a crazy one.
Man, not only does he keep this alive, watch the football. I mean, it's down on the ground. Now watch how much time he takes here. He's got a 3-man rushing. He's just trying, he's pointing, directing traffic. I thought he might have thrown it there. Still being patient. And then he just says, the heck with it, I got to take a chance and throw it. Just not able to move the receivers where he wanted. And the Chicago Bears, after a miserable first half,
horrible,
come back and advance in the playoffs. Good for Ben Johnson and his team.
Oh man, that's the game. That's the game. Let's start with the Bears since they're the ones moving on. I honestly don't know what to say about the Bears. I'm at a loss for words. This team, in my opinion, is defying analytics. I'm gonna say it. The quarterback's not accurate. They get down on the scoreboard. They're losing ball games, and with inaccurate quarterback, when it matters the most, they continuously find ways to win. To me, that's absolutely demolishing analytics. If you ask the average football fan, right? You tell them the other team's gonna have a more accurate quarterback. The other team's also gonna be up on the scoreboard. Who do you pick to win that game? I think 100 times out of 100 times, the sports fan would have chose the Packers. And for the Bears to come back and win that game, it's in my opinion, destroyed all analytics. 21-3 with the way things were going, with them getting all the fumbles back that they got, right? With being so far up on the scoreboard, with the Bears attempting to go for it so many times. There was even a lot. I think the Bears were 0 for 3 or 0 for 4 in the red zone at a certain point in this game. with everything playing out the way that it was playing out, I know for a certain extent the Green Bay Packers had a 99.9% win probability during this game. And they still lost. And the Bears found a way to win. The Bears had a 0.01% chance to win this game. And they still came back and won. Honestly, I just don't know what to say about the Bears. Now, y'all know how I feel about Caleb Williams. I just want him to be more accurate. That's my whole thing about it, okay? There's nothing else about Caleb Williams that's bad that you can bring up as far as him being a quarterback, right? The emotion and all of that stuff, that we seen on the sideline before, I feel like he looks a little bit more mature. He does some of the same things, but he has Ben Johnson, who I feel like can rally him in the right directions. But besides his low completion percentage, there's nothing bad I got to say about Caleb Williams, but it's still crazy to see. As far as the Green Bay Packers, man, now y'all know I don't really believe in Jordan Love in the first place. Like I said, I just need the Packers to be my hitman. Go out there, take the Bears out. So everything I've been saying as far as reaction videos, sports videos, analyzing and all that can be true. I was just looking at the Packers to be hitman. Y'all know I don't really necessarily believe in Jordan Love. I think Jordan Love is the same as Caleb Williams, a tier 2 quarterback. They're not tier 1, they're tier 2. They're decent starters and would be great backups. That's how I feel about them. Even with that being said, I feel like it was Matt Lafleur who lost this game. And with Matt Lafleur, right, and you got to think about over the course of the regular season, over the past years, right, it's just the thing that I'm going to go with is, what does Matt Lafleur do that's exemplary? And I think at this point, we kind of know that the Packers have just a middle-of-the-pack coach. That's what I'm going to go with. That's what I'm going to go with. When he first popped up on the scene, he kind of impressed in his ability to get wins and all of that. And, he's working with Jordan Love, and it's the Green Bay Packers, great organization and all of that. You know what I'm saying? But at this point, watching the hiccups that the Packers continuously have throughout their seasons, because they have really great points, and then they have really bad points, and then it always seems like for the Packers it ends up ending like this. You know what I'm saying? I just think it's Matt Lafleur, and I'm gonna do the same thing I did as far as John Harbaugh. You know what I'm saying? It's just, what does he excel at? You know what I'm saying? What does Matt Lafleur excel at? What is he? Is he a quarterback whisperer? Right? Does he make the O-line great when he has the not the greatest O-line talent? Is that what he does? Does he a wide receiver whisperer? You know what I'm saying? Like some of these organizations go from one great wide receiver right to the next. Is he a wide receiver whisperer? You know what I'm saying? Maybe he's just an offensive guru, Kyle Shanahan and stuff like that. Is he one of them? Maybe he's a defensive guru. You know what I'm saying? For me, there's just nothing he excels at. You know what I'm saying? And as far as watching this game, seeing how everything played out, seeing the play calling, the scoreboard being what it was, I would put this on Matt Lafleur. More than anything, I think Matt Lafleur lost this game. And that's going to be the end of the video. That's going to be the summary from everything I saw. Yeah, I would go with the head coach. I'm not saying Matt Lafleur needs to be fired or anything like that, but I'm saying, as far as, Matt LaFleur's own coaching standard, as far as what he does, he really needs to evaluate himself. And he needs to take it to the next level. I feel like Matt LaFleur is the same coach he was when he first got with the Packers, and that's kind of a problem. You need to always progress and always getting better. The NFL's fast, man. They're good. Listen, they keep Liam Cohen. You know what I'm saying? Some of these other coaches that come in just have an exemplary season. Like, you got to always improve. You know what I'm saying? So I don't feel like I've been seeing much improvement for LaFleur as far as a coach, and that's what I'm going with. That's the end of the video, though. I don't want to trail off too much. Yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, man. We out.